Good afternoon everyone, today I'm really excited to bring you the Nubeo Space Magellan NASA limited edition in Thagard black variant. Sorry, the box watch does let you come in this outside sort of cardboard NASA packaging, but just in the takes I already took it out. This is take two. I took it out of the box, I didn't want to put it back in. Just I'm lazy, but yeah, so before we actually look at the actual watch itself, let's have a brief look at the box. So the actual box itself is a really smooth, nice sort of firm weight, almost like a large glasses case flat box with a simple lifting hinged lid. Plain white. Some of the other Magellan watches, they have like a nice sort of spacey look to it. This one's just a plain NASA red and black theme. Red and white theme. Right, so let's have a little look inside. As you can see from inside, we've always got this extremely red theme going on here. We've even got an iron-on patch and lots of little extras here as well inside the box. No spare strap with this one. Some of the Magellan watches come with like a spare strap too, so you can change it up if you wish, but this one doesn't, just comes with the box standard black. Let's move this box to one side, get this out of the way. This one as well. So here we go guys, this is a Nubeo Space Magellan NASA watch, Thagard black variant. The Magellan name comes from the famous probe that gathered data on Venus, one of the NASA missions. Just initial brief introduction about the watch and the specs. You've got a 48mm case diameter with a 15mm case thickness. Watch retails around about £300, but they tend to vary depending on their availability and where you get them from. This one I got from Amazon, just because they had it available at the time. If you go ahead to the Nubeo website, you can probably get this. I mean, depends on the discount they offer, but the actual retail I think is probably 700, 800, but it entirely depends on the day you catch them on, to be fair. So let's have a little look at the face here. So we've got obviously a full black and red theme going here, obviously. Like a slightly checkered dial circle in the middle here with a slight skeleton window so we can see the automatic movement in here. Talking of the automatic movement, you've got a Japanese TM1 NH39 with an open heart balance wheel. That's the first time I've ever heard of something like that. I'm not an expert on movements of watches, I will admit, but you can look that up yourself. If that means anything to you, then great. As I said, you've got a 48mm case diameter with a sapphire glass. Watch itself is waterproof to 50 meters and weighs around about 120 grams. So it's not too heavy for this sort of style watch. Some Tonu watches can weigh quite a bit, but then some of them, they're like the cheap Chinese replicas, which only weigh like 50 grams. But this, I'm pleased to say, it has a decent weight to it. Some of the Magellan watches have a chronograph. This one doesn't. It's just a plain automatic movement in there, with fully luminous sort of pointy hands rather than arrowheads or anything like that. Quite a unique sort of hand style. The hands themselves do actually tend to stand out quite a lot. Some like Tonu watch manufacturers, they struggle to make hands that stand out, but this one seems to stand out very well. And I've got a Magellan in my personal collection as well. I've got the Circuit edition. I'll put that in the video above if you guys are interested. So looking at the casing, you've got this sort of full metal finish here, matte black metal finish with a nice jet black finish going around the sides. You see here a nice polish effect on the side here. You've got a 24-hour readout here as well, just a small little dial there. Not a usual placement for your like a chronograph window. I know there's not a chronograph here, but I just call it a chronograph. It's not a usual placement for that. Let's have a little look at the crown. We've got a nice winding function to it. Let's have a little look at the movement, see how well it moves. He says. There we go. Not sure what happened there. Sometimes they take a bit of time to sort of wind up. Operator has a nice sweeping movement to it, not much sort of judder when it goes along. Moving out the crown to the first position, you've got a very, very nice crown movement there. Doesn't feel cheap at all, very, very strong, and it got a decent amount of resistance when moving those hands around the face. Some crowns, when you turn that crown round, the hands just spin, and that's a sign of a somewhat cheap quality. A nice clicking down mechanism and a very, very nice screwing down mechanism into the body. So that's the front of the face. Let's have a look at the back. We've got that full sort of NASA print on the back here, with a transparent orange style to match the this actual inspiration comes from obviously the Magellan watch. I think they've taken a little bit of inspiration from the Mars colour of the planet from the back plate here. So this is a limited edition. Let's see what model number we've got here. What number have we got here? We've got 32 over 100, as you can see from that there in the corner. You might be able to see that. As it says on the back, you've got all waterproof to 50 meters as well. Looking at the strap and the connections, you've got a thick strap. The strap itself is a 26mm strap if you ever wanted to change the adjustment, and well, if you want to change the strap, but yeah, a nice silicone strap with a single window system, very, very secure. Fairly big gaps between the actual slots for those. Can offer either a really tight feel or a looser feel, just depends on how your wrist is on the day. Looking at the clasp, he says, with a bit of luck. A nice matte, fully matted out finish with that Nubeo logo on there as well. So there we go, guys. That is a Nubeo Space Magellan Watch NASA edition.